Mom, what happened after Azrael brought the soil for Adam?
God shaped Adam's body from that soil.
Then what? Did he come alive?
Not yet. Come, let's read the rest of the book and see what happens. Path of Prophets, Tales of Prophethood. In the name of Allah, the Merciful.
وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي خَالِقٌ بَشَرًا مِنْ صَلْصَالٍ مِنْ حَمَإٍ مَسْنُونٍ.
And, mention, when your Lord said to the angels, "Indeed, I am creating a human being from sounding clay, formed from dark, malleable mud." After the soil was brought from the earth to the heavens, God Almighty said to one of the angels, "Now mix this soil with water, so that the clay of Adam may be formed. But not with just one kind of water, rather, with 4 waters from 4 mysterious sources. Sweet water, like the smile of mercy. Salty water, like the tears of longing. Bitter water, like the poison of sin. Putrid water, like hidden corruption." By divine command, the angel poured the waters upon the soil, sweet water into the mouth of the clay, salty water into the eyes, bitter water into the ears, and putrid water into the nose. Thus, Adam's nature became a mixture of sweetness and saltiness, bitterness and decay. God said, "From the sweet water, I shall create the righteous and the believers, those whose words are gentle and hearts are luminous. From the salty water, those whose eyes are clouded with envy and greed. From the bitter water, those whose tongues are sharp and hearts hardened with resentment. And from the putrid water, those whose inner selves are corrupt and whose deeds are vile." So the clay of Adam became a mirror of all human states, from the light of faith to the shadow of rebellion. Once the clay was formed, it remained sticky and unstable, neither firm nor ready to receive the soul. God, in His infinite wisdom, commanded the angels in charge of the winds, "Blow upon this clay, so that it may lose its stickiness and become dry and solid, like salsil." And so, 4 divine winds blew upon the clay, each with its own nature. The northern wind, with its calm chill, gave rise to the cold temperament. The southern wind, with its gentle warmth, instilled the hot temperament. The Saba wind, with its softness and moisture, brought forth the wet temperament. The Dabur wind, with its dryness and intensity, created the dry temperament. Thus, Adam's clay became salsil, dry, resonant like pottery, and ready for the breath of life. After the clay was shaped by water and wind, and the temperaments settled within it, God left the body to rest, awaiting the moment of soul. The lifeless form of Adam lay upon the earth, silent, unmoving, a vessel of soil and light, waiting for breath. The angels gazed upon it in awe. Some with reverence, some with doubt, and some with fear of what this creation might become. One angel asked, "Will this being one day disobey?" Another replied, "And perhaps among them will be those who return to the light." Among the angels stood Iblis, from the jinn, who had long worshipped among the heavenly ranks. He looked upon Adam's body, knowing it was destined for something great, yet his gaze was filled with pride and disdain. He said, "This creature is made of clay, and I am made of fire. How can he be superior? Why should I bow to him?" From that moment, the seed of arrogance took root in Iblis's heart. Instead of humility, he chose self-glorification. And so, the heavens and the angels waited in sacred silence, for that unparalleled moment, when the divine spirit would be breathed into Adam, and humanity would rise. This story continues.
Mom, why does God use so many different words in the Quran to describe how humans were created? Sometimes it says dust, sometimes clay, sometimes smelly mud, and sometimes dried clay. So what were we really made from?
That's a beautiful question, my dear. These words are like puzzle pieces. Each one describes a different stage in the creation of Adam. Let's walk through the story together, step by step.
So it started with dust?
Yes. God said, He created you from dust. That's the first material, simple, lifeless earth. Like when you want to make clay, you begin with dry soil.
Then what happened?
Then God mixed the dust with water. It became tin soft clay. That's the next stage, when the shape begins to form, like dough ready to be molded.
And what about the smelly mud? Why would it be smelly?
The Quran calls it hamamasnan dark, fermented clay. It means the clay stayed for a while, changing and maturing. Like soil deep in the earth, it transforms. This stage reminds us that humans came from humble, changing matter.
And salsal? What does that mean?
Salsal means dried clay, like pottery. It's the final stage before the soul is breathed in. Like a sculpture, fully shaped and waiting for life. God said, He created man from salsal like pottery.
So all these words make one big story?
Exactly. God is teaching us that humans began from lifeless earth, passed through stages of transformation, and finally received the breath of life. Each word shows His wisdom and care.
So we should always remember where we came from, so we don't become proud?
That's right, my love. And remember, this very dust, when touched by God's Spirit, can rise to the heavens.